Let's see. The general idea here is just to bring attention to the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, which is just going to be decided very shortly. This is, I think we're about 9 days away, perhaps, just over a week.
10 days.
So
Somebody here might be
this is a very
counting.
important race for many reasons. Maybe the most consequential is that it will decide the congressional districts, how congressional districts are drawn in Wisconsin, which if the other candidate wins instead of Justice Schimmel, then the Democrats will attempt to redraw the districts and cause Wisconsin to lose 2 Republican seats. In my opinion, that's the most important thing, which is a big deal given that the congressional majority is so razor thin. It could cause the House to switch to Democrat if that redrawing takes place, and then we won't be able to get through the changes that the American people want. So it's really I'm just speaking personally here. My view, this is about preserving democracy in America and not having ridiculous districts drawn that effectively disenfranchise voters in Wisconsin. That's my number one issue.
Yeah.
There's also a separate, concern regarding judicial activism. Now, in this case, of course, the judge is elected, so there is a very good feedback loop for the people to decide whether they believe in a judge or don't believe in a judge, because they can vote judges in and out.
Right.
On the federal level, we've got a bigger challenge because judges are essentially appointed for life, which I think is something we should reconsider. I don't think anyone should have a job for life. And it would mean that the very worst judge out of several hundred, no matter what they do, they still get a job for life, which makes no sense to me. I mean, if somebody does a bad job, especially if a judge is extremely politically partisan, and really interprets the law in a way that is unbalanced, and does so repeatedly, then in my view, a judge should be up for impeachment. I think that's just common sense. That doesn't mean they do get impeached, but there should be some chance of impeachment for the very worst judge out of all federal judges. There shouldn't be no chance. That's absurd. So